So what's up, Knicks Nation? We got a whole lot to talk about tonight on Knicks Nocturnal. Jalen Brunson finally speaks out about his future, contracts, etc., etc. We're going to get to the bottom of that. There's a good argument and a good case that Big Bodega Cat, he will be out of his shooting slump. There's a great chance that this can happen. Now I'm going to break down why. Mo Diawara. There may be hope for Mo D to be in the rotation going forward. As we know, Jeremy Sohan was signed recently by these New York Knicks. And based on OG's update, we don't know how well or when OG Anunoby will be back. And we'll also talk about your bold predictions, if you have any, for the second half of the season. We're going to discuss that tonight on Knicks Nocturnal. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Welcome to the show. Once again, man, I appreciate all the support. Everybody in the building early. Okay, this is going to be another late night edition, Knicks Nocturnal. Man, we got some stuff to talk about. Big time salute to Zach. I see you in the building early. As you enter the show, you know the rules, y'all. Smash that like button, okay? We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, okay? So hit that subscribe button as well. And we noticed that in the last 28 days, actually this number went up. The most recent graphic has it at 48.4% of you guys are not subscribed. So we need to close the gap. Make sure you guys subscribe as well if you're not subscribed. Also, just to give you some more perks in terms of subscribing or more initiative to subscribe, we will be giving away this this Jalen Brunson trading card. Okay? As soon as we hit this 5,000 mark, and it's going to go to a subscriber. That's how we're going to give it away. Big time salute to everybody who subscribed on the channel. We do appreciate you guys for rocking with me as I get into it tonight. Couple of announcements. Look. So what do you want first? Do you want the good news or the bad news, Knicks Nation? Which one do you want first? So unfortunately, guys, I have some bad news. Unfortunately, the 24-hour show, it's unrecoverable. Yes, it's unrecoverable according to YouTube. Honestly, it's the biggest mystery in the world to me. I don't understand why that's happening. I don't understand what's going on. But that's what they initially told us just now. And so there's nothing that they can do about it. If you go and you click on the link to the video, you'll see it's there, but it's not rendering. And on the back end, I've spoken to like maybe 3 people, and they all told me that it was going to render. And then today, that's when they dropped the news on us. So the good news is we will be dropping the 24-hour streaming clips. Okay, starting this Friday. We're going to start dropping the clips every single day. Channel members, you will be able to access all the clips on Friday. Everyone else, the clips will drop every day. And so you will be able to check it out like that. Unfortunately, that's the way we have to do it. And once we, finish dropping all the clips, they will be in the playlist so you can access them directly there as well. Okay. Tomorrow as well, we got the Blue and Orange brunch show in the afternoon, right? But we also got the Knicks War Room. I already scheduled that show. I'm behind the scenes talking with this guy, hater number 7. I told him, I said, listen, man, you're going to have to bring an army to come get me. You're going to have to get somebody from NBA TV. And he says, I don't know what I'm dealing with. So, well, we're going to see tomorrow night. So that's tomorrow night at 8:30. We will be doing the first ever Knicks War Room show. Oh my goodness. If you go to that video, the overlay is fire. It's fire. I think that's all I got. I'm gonna jump into the first topic before I start taking calls, okay? So let's do that. Bam, jump into research mode. All right. So let me pull this up. 2 seconds. We talked about that earlier. This article here was campaign. That was pretty interesting. But I'm gonna start with my man Mo Diawara. Okay. Mo Diawara is someone who has definitely garnered a lot of attention. Tim Legler has spoken highly of this young man. And he and Kolek have received a lot of national attention. And so MSN.com said that Mo Diawara is likely to remain, okay, in the rotation. Now, breaking into contending rotation is tough for most rookies, but not impossible. The New York Knicks have no shortage of young prospects worthy of test drives over a long regular season. Now, rostering over half a dozen players still on their rookie deals, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Big time salute to these guys being on their rookie deals, man. That's some pretty good stuff. So Leon Rose is doing his thing. You can't say we don't have young players. Okay. Says pick it up. San Antonio Spurs, Jeremy Sohan on waivers. Minutes are there for the taking for those who prove themselves to be worthy. And despite how well the few Knicks' more recent additions fit, the team, from a hypothetical standpoint, actually making good use of the opportunity is a different beast. Okay. Tyler Kolek, Ariel Porty, they all led the sophomores in minutes, right? Played with the big league team. And it isn't hard to figure out what roles they each have to play. A homegrown scoring point guard and an offensive rebounding gobbler would go a long way. Okay. So what about Mo Diawara? Where does he fit in? According to MSN, they say that he could fit in. I don't want to read the whole article, but I do got to touch on the part where they mention him. In the span of a few months, all of those up-and-comers have been lapped by an even younger deep-cut prospect, Mo Diawara. He has taken the rotation by storm and taken advantage of the roster hole, filling it as just the backup forward that head coach Mike Brown has needed in consolidating the back half of his bench. Diawara is important to the Knicks. His volume statistics don't hold up to the other league's wide prospects, but he's averaging 45.6% from the field and 41.3% from three. Okay. Now, this is honestly my reason why I want to start him. The 3-point shooting is really good. And Ian Begley said that Mo Diawara, he brings the 3 and D and sometimes a little bit more from a 6'9" frame that can man wings or bigs. Maybe not as consistently or as posed as you like for a contender, but enough to warrant reoccurring reserve minutes. He wrote as one of his bold Knicks predictions to monitor over the remaining of their ongoing season. Giving him burn allows the Knicks' core wings, a group that gets more run and tired legs than most of the team, some relief that Gershon Yabusele, good ridden, couldn't provide, and Jeremy Sohan can't provide. Ooh, hold up. He said, and Jeremy Sohan can't provide. What's going on around here? What's going on? Because I thought that Sohan, a lot of us, we have some high hopes and expectations for Sohan. But according to, to this, He's saying that Sohan can't provide it. What say you? What do you guys think about this revelation? And it's a little shocking to me because I thought that we brought him here to be a ball player. I didn't think that we brought him here to uh to not get time to, I just didn't foresee that taking place. But this is according to Ian Begley. I don't know what to think about that because a lot of people have Sohan in high esteem. So if Sohan can't do that, do we have to maybe, take a step back at what our thoughts are? I don't know. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. A little weird that Ian would say that. But yo, you know what? Let's open the phone lines. If you want to call up 646-995-8389, call up, voice your opinion. We started with Mo Diawara. I'm gonna get to Towns, but I also want to talk about your predictions as well for the second half before we get to Jalen Brunson. So you could call up and let me know what you guys think. As far as I had to make some adjustments behind the scenes because on my end, I'm not sure if you guys could hear it, but the soundboard was sounding pretty crazy. And I need my soundboard, y'all. Definitely need my soundboard. Let me see if I can make the adjustment and do a test really quickly. But way better, way better. Way better. I don't know what was up with the other soundboard. It was crazy. Let me take a peek in the chat. Big time salute to Travel Vibes. I see you. Some of the new channel members in effect. L Figgy, I see you. Okay. Big time salute. Big time salute. J Rose, you just got the comment of the week this week. Big time salute. Big time salute to all the people in the building. I also see Pat the engineer in the building. Big time salute to Pat the engineer. We appreciate the support. Let me keep it moving. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna go into the next topic as well. So SNY had an interesting article. I'm here, I'm doing my news for the day, and then I just stumble across a whole lot of stuff. Okay. I bounce around, I vacillate, right? So I saw this today. 5 bold Knicks predictions for the remainder of the 25-26 season, including their playoff fate. So here's actually the next topic we're going to get into. Cat breaks out of his shooting slump. He's shooting 35.1%. That's another question I want to know from you guys. Do you think that Karl Anthony Towns will break out of his shooting slump? What say you? I don't know. I want to believe that he could do it, but it's kind of a mystery right now because he's had the opportunity to do it against some defenses that I felt were a little soft, and he still hasn't been able to do it. But I'm hopeful, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second as well. As far as Mo Diawara, once again, he stays in the rotation. That's what they're making the prediction on. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think they brought Sohan to just be a bench guy. I don't think they brought Sohan to just sit there while OG's not there. Now, if OG's there, okay. I believe Sohan was brought into play. That's just how I see it. I don't know about this world where, these guys won't play or Sohan won't play. But I would love this to be true. I just don't know. Because while Mike Brown has shown a propensity to play wacky lineups, I just feel as though, Sohan's going to get the time. Knicks finish comfortably as the second seed. Whoa. That's a big revelation right there. What do you think? You think we finish comfortably as a second seed? I'm leaning towards that. that's one of my bold predictions. I do think that we will overtake Boston, and I think that we will become the second seed. I also think that we will, and you could add this to my list of predictions. I think that we will become the league's second, if not first, offensive rating, first in offensive rating or second. I think that's my bold prediction for this Knicks group. I believe that we will have an offensive resurgence. I do believe that. And this 2-9 stretch is definitely behind us. It's not to say that we won't have bumps in the road that we won't lose. Not 2-9. The starting lineup changes. Let's see. Mike Brown has turned to the same starting five that started under Coach Tibbs last season before ditching it mid-playoffs. That stat alone deemed unattainable. Similarly, starting well but tapering off this year with other alternatives outperforming. However, far New York makes it in the playoffs, don't expect them to stick with these five, huh? Hey, hold on. Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all believe that they're gonna change the lineups? Huh? I don't think that. I think they stay with the lineup unless there's injuries. I mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go back to the double big lineup. Do you want me to do a 2-hour show on why the double big lineup doesn't work? What are we gonna do? I mean, I don't get this one. Who is the lineup gonna be? And I'm glad it didn't list the guys, another guy. But I don't know. But will we? Okay, now to be fair, because I am the Objective fan, I'm just looking at Mitchell Robinson. Maybe there's another guy that can demote Josh Hart to the bench. I'm open for it, but I got to see the data on it. I don't think you could do it for 1 or 2 games. And honestly, I don't think we have the time to tinker with this. I don't think that we have enough time to vacillate between lineups. If we're doing that, yeah, we might be cooked. Yeah, we might be cooked. And then, okay, Knicks make the finals. How many of you guys still believe we're going to make the finals? How many of you guys believe that? Some observers have wobbled in their Eastern Conference pick with Detroit becoming a surprise. Ooh, I can't wait for Detroit tomorrow. Listen, that debate tomorrow against the Pistons fans is going to sound like this. Let me show you how it's going to sound like. It's going to be like that. Nah, I'm joking. We're going to have some structure to it. It's going to be a nice conversation. And one of the things we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to put him on the clock. But, you know, whether or not we get to the finals, I don't think Detroit's getting to the finals. I don't see that happening. I think that we should be the favorites to get there, but, you know, some people get blinded by the regular season championship, not to be confused with the in-season tournament championship. Please don't confuse the two. But, you know, Jason Tatum, I don't think he's coming back. Knicks have a good shot. I don't give a damn if Tatum was there or not. I don't give a damn if Halliburton was there or not. We were designed to beat the Boston Celtics. They had to deconstruct their entire team. Do they do things differently if Jason Tatum is still there? Possibly. But, you know, I don't think so. But big time salute to everybody in the building. If you are watching and you just came in, smash that like button. We got to get the likes up, man. You know our goal, 100 like minimum on every show. Also, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, we noticed that 58.6% of our viewers in the last 28 days are not subscribed. So go ahead and help us out by subscribing. All right? And we got the 5K giveaway. As soon as we get to that 5K subscriber mark, we will give away this Jalen Brunson card. Okay, it's his rookie card, and it's a trading card that you can utilize. All right. So, and then each time we hit 1,000 subs, or I think once we get to the 7,000 sub mark, we will give away something every 1,000 subscriber mark. So yeah, we're still on that road, y'all. It hasn't stopped, and we need your participation. But 646-995-8389. Call up. Hopefully it's not too late for you guys, man. You know, hopefully it's not too late. By the way, if it is too late, always send in a donation as well, and I will respond to it. I thought I just got some news. You can send it via Cash App, $/TheObjectiveFan. You could also hit the link tree, whatever you want to do, whatever you decide to do. It's cool with me. It's cool with me. Big time salute to everybody in the building, all the channel members. We are definitely rocking out. Do got my first caller. Hello, caller. State your name and where you're calling from.
It's your boy from LA, man.
Big time salute. D from Los Angeles, man. Talk to me, man. How are you feeling right now? Where you want to go? We got a lot of time. You know, I'm talking about your man Brunson again.
What Brunson do?
Well, he made some statements recently about his future. And we're going to get to the bottom of it, whether or not, you know, Captain is going to get that max that he thinks he deserves.
We talked about this. And I told you, I personally believe Leon, family or not, Leon is an agent first. You can't, ain't nothing you can sell him that he hasn't seen already. I believed from the very beginning, Leon was never going to give a 6-foot ball dominant scorer with this upcoming, this is when he gave him that, the upcoming second apron CBA. I never thought he was going to give him the Supermax or anything above what Jalen Brunson got. And I said a couple weeks ago, I don't think he's going to max out Jalen Brunson. A lot of Knicks fans right now will oppose that, but I promise you, when the time comes, and Jalen Brunson is 32 years old or whatever, however old he is, and it's time to put up that money where he's going to take up 33% of the payroll, I promise you Knicks fans' tunes are going to change. I promise you. Yes.
So do you think he's going to regress? Do you think he's going to regress when he gets to that age?
So I've heard a lot of people say that Giannis's game is not going to age well because of how much torque it is, and he doesn't have certain skills and things like that. I don't think people talk enough about how Jalen Brunson's game has a chance of not aging as well as it can. The CP3s of the world, the Steve Nashes, Jason Kidd, Rajon Rondos, they could live longer in the NBA because they don't use that much force to play basketball. They assist. Jalen Brunson, when we look at smaller guards who use that much torque and are that physical, history has shown it doesn't really. I think Russell Westbrook is the only one who I can say, you know what, he had a pretty solid career for the way he plays. But I don't think Jalen Brunson's game is going to be worth 33% of your paycheck under this new second apron. I just don't see it, and I've said it from the very beginning. And I think Knicks fans, right now, Knicks fans will probably shut this down. But when it starts getting closer and folks start really looking at how the budget works, it's like, I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't. Do you think it's a smart investment?
I think that it depends. I think it depends on a lot, actually. But I do see a world where he gets it. I do see a world, but there's also a world where he doesn't get it.
I ain't trying to pocket watch the man. As a Knicks fan, as you've always said this, it's the name on the front of the jersey first. As a Knicks fan looking for championships, I don't know if I'm comfortable with Jalen Brunson at 33% of the roster's payroll going forward under this new second apron. I'm just not comfortable with it at all.
I appreciate. Listen. I hear you, brother. I'm gonna respond. But yo, great call as always.
No doubt. Stay up.
Big time. I like what he calls because he has, you know, a different perspective than most of you guys. Did you guys agree with what he said? That's a good place to start. How will he age? How will Jalen Brunson age? Right? I think that's a real mystery. Because I can make an argument for both sides. Now, one of the things that we could say is that Jalen Brunson, he plays on the ground. So he's not reliant on his size. He's relying on his footwork. And I don't really see that going away in the next 5 years. I think the footwork stays. What goes is the speed and the torque that he talks about. But I don't think about torque when I think about Brunson. I think about shifty. He's very shifty. Um, he has a lot of skill. He can post up. Has good size in terms of he's not a small guy. He can definitely post up guys that are around his size, maybe even a little taller. So I don't know about that. I think that the one thing is going to come down to is success, but that might be my poll tomorrow. Will you pay Brunson the $70 million? What is your criteria? Or do you think about the sacrifice? First of all, let me just tell you this. There's no such thing as loyalty in basketball. I repeat, there's no such thing as loyalty in basketball. So all of that, yeah, I sacrificed this, that, and the third. They don't have to reciprocate that. Like, that would be the right thing to do as an honorable person. You know what? Let me give you $100 million back. But it don't necessarily translate like that in the real world. Yeah, I don't know. Really quickly, I wanna look at Jalen Brunson. I wanna look at his specs. Jalen Brunson. So 6'2", 190. I don't know about that 190. I feel like he's over that 200 mark. I don't think he's that small. I think he has some really good size on him. And, I don't know. I don't know about his athleticism. Hey, how's it going, Zach? What's
What's
going
going on,
on?
Karan?
Hey man, a lot going on. We
Mm.
talking about Brunson tonight. We talking about a whole bunch of topics, but Brunson is the lead topic tonight. So where you want to go? You want to talk about Brunson and that contract, his future? What's up?
Yeah, I mean, I actually wanted to bring something interesting into that
Okay.
caveat. So Brunson. It's interesting about that. So prior to the Cat trade to New York, he was on Club Shay Shay. Do you remember Cat in the interview with Shannon Sharp? And he actually
Yes.
specifically asked him about Brunson taking that $100 million pay cut. And Cat actually answers with regards to that. He says, listen, if we can all get in a room and we're all willing to take the pay cut for the betterment of the team, listen, I'm about it.
Great quote. Great quote. Great quote. Yeah. And that's why I say about what I say about the egos on this team. But great point. I just
Yeah.
don't see no one sacrificing that much. Like
No,
10
I
million,
mean, in the
okay.
long, yeah, I get, yeah. I mean, in the long run, I understand what you're saying, but I do think there's some back end dealings. Listen, Leon Rose,
Okay.
Jalen Brunson, Godfather, the whole 9 yards. There's more to it than just the fact that he took a pay cut in the front end. So I'm not really, but I do think it's interesting that that's something that Cat said prior to the trade. And I do think there's, underlining things that can be done in terms of restructuring, become a signing bonus versus there's all these things that you can on the CBA, interestingly enough. The $1
Right.
over, all these things.
So are you going to pay him $70 million? If you were the GM, would you pay him that?
Well, I depending on what we have with a 32-year-old Brunson. If we have a 2-ring Brunson, would you pay him?
I
Because
think I would have to. Yeah, I think I would
I would
have
have
to.
to,
Yeah, I would have to.
So,
That'd
I
be
mean,
the
it
one
really,
case for sure.
history really will predicate what we do with Brunson. And then at the same time, we have a team that has an opportunity to take less money. I mean, even Mikal, he didn't take the bag. He took less money than he needed to. I think there's
About
some
$5 million
underlining
left.
things. Yeah, but the only person who really went for the bag was OG. I mean, he really took
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah, that was his stipulation from day one. He said, "I'm getting
yeah,
paid. I don't care about none of that."
exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one of the underlying issues with the team. But I do think there's some back end workings with what can be done, and I do think
Mm.
Brunson it's really dependent on his legacy. You know, in 5 years from now, if he has 2, you know, there's no
10
question he gets the
seconds.
bag.
Right.
But you know that if history will predicate what happens.
Good call. Good call. Good call. I appreciate the call, Zach. Big time salute to the 2 callers that we got thus far. What I would say is this: they both have good points, but I don't feel as though they're gonna. I don't think that the sacrifice that Brunson did is not common. What's good, Rock from the ATL? Let's go.
What's up, Kay? What's going on, man?
Man, we talking about Jalen Brunson and that contract. He made some statements recently.
Let's go.
And we about to get to it. But what's your thoughts on Brunson and his future?
Going back to what the LA caller said, the market dictates that if you have a franchise player and your team is successful, I think it's hard to not avoid. It's hard not to avoid giving him the max. But at the same time, if he's gonna take a little cut, if he's gonna take a cut instead of getting 70, okay. I think even if he's generous enough to give back 10 and just get 60 mil, that's still a bargain for us. We could always shift that down to somebody else. It'd be great if he'd only take 50, but if he's gonna take 50, you definitely have to have a target, like some excellent power forward that's gonna be added to the roster, and you know you're gonna get him.
Yeah.
But going back to what he said, I don't think he plays ball because he says he don't think Jalen Brunson's game is gonna age well.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Yeah.
And the way he's built is the way I was always built, and I was always able to take contact. And I wasn't offensively gifted like him, but you got that little bit of baby fat on you. That's
Right.
like that's like cushioning, man. So you could
Exactly.
take punishment and you could dish it out. Matter of fact, I
Right.
used to have my boy used to play against me all the time. He used to bounce into me and bounce off of me faster than I could reach his shot.
Right.
That's how he was able to get shots off on me. And so you can understand, Harden is 36. He is the
Bingo.
same
Great
player as Jalen Brunson.
That's
The
a fact.
footwork, the body,
Still there.
yeah, and they don't have the defense, but it's all offense, it's all footwork, and they all got a shot. It's just that Jalen is shorter. That's it. Just look at Harden. But guess what? The caveat is the plus. Jalen is clutch. Harden can't perform in the playoffs. He chokes.
Right. He chokes.
That's why he never went to the finals. So that's his leg up on Harden, even though he's shorter.
Right.
So
and I agree. The players who don't rely on the super athleticism usually last longer. And I don't really see his game diminishing. I think that his back could even increase, like from a skill standpoint, because his is based on skill, and like dudes just cannot hold him. Like it's the shiftiness, it's the side to side, the fadeaways. His bag just, I think, will continue to persist. I don't foresee that going away just like that.
Right.
So I think you're on the money. But is there a world where we don't have the money working out? Is there a world where Brunson can be traded?
I mean, damn. I can't see it, but I can't see him being traded. I really can't.
Okay.
Because he's too invested into the organization. I mean, he took the pay cut. He came here as a savior. His pops is on the team. His boys is on the team. I just can't see him being traded.
100%, man. I appreciate that, Rock. Big time salute, man.
All right, salute, bro.
All right. What's going on? Ice water in the building.
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. How you been, brother?
Can't complain.
No doubt, man. So where you want to go? You want to talk about Brunson?
Yeah, I can talk about. Yeah. I've heard your callers, and I like Jalen Brunson. I think Jalen Brunson is a great player. Um, I don't think the Knicks would trade him. I don't know if I could pay Jalen Brunson that amount of money, especially if we don't win a championship. Even if we won a championship, I don't know if I could pay Jalen Brunson that type of money. I've heard everybody. Me personally, I don't think Jalen. I think the older Jalen Brunson gets, the harder it's going to be for him to play the way that he does. So you're going to need another superstar, and this is why I was always on the Giannis train, because in this window is short. You have to try to get one championship or two out of this window.
Yep. I agree with that.
The way that it's looking now, I don't see, and this is just me personally, I don't see a world where you win a championship with Jalen Brunson and Cat as your two best players. I don't see it.
That's deep.
Now, could it happen? Of course, it could happen. A lot of things could happen. I just don't see it. The way that they play, first of all, they're both defensive liabilities. So how do you win a championship where you've got two guys, your two best players are both defensive liabilities? I can understand one, but two?
Okay.
And then I think teams have started to pick up the formula of where Jalen Brunson down by just throwing bigger, more athletic players on him. So now once you take him kind of out of a series, because you're just throwing 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" at him, and athletic players, not plotting 6'9", you're throwing athletic wings at him all game long. Now you really have to rely on Cat, and that's, come on. I don't.
10
So
seconds.
So for me, I would just say no. I don't think that I could pay him that much money. Or if I'm going to pay him somewhere near that, you got to have a superstar with him. You got to have a bona fide superstar with him.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the call. Great call. I knew you was going there too. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. So we had two people with good points as to why they wouldn't pay Brunson the money, okay, and why they would consider, adding Giannis as another star to take that pressure off. Hello, caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm DeAndre. I'm calling from Detroit.
Wait, hold on. Are you a Pistons fan?
Yes, I am.
So you're on the wrong show. That's tomorrow. You know that, right?
Oh no, I was just calling to get my input on the Knicks.
Okay, go ahead. You can give you. Listen, everybody's welcome. You know what they call me, right? Detroit Fan TV. So you're allowed to speak, my brother. Let's go. Where you want to go,
though? I've been watching the Knicks. Y'all got some good pickups with old boy from San Antonio and Alvarado. Yeah, that was real good to compete in the Eastern Conference. I think that was smart moves.
Okay.
So I'm definitely congratulating y'all on that. As we know, we got a game coming up in a couple days.
Right.
Head to head. Yeah, so that's gonna be like a sort of a litmus test, but I mean we still can't really evaluate it properly because we still down two of our guys, two of our core pieces or whatever.
We not running with no excuses, are we?
We ain't running with no excuses because
Okay,
we done 40-piece y'all twice. I mean, it ain't really no excuses to give, but I'm just saying if somebody want to make excuses, just like when we blew y'all out the last game, they were saying Cat wasn't playing, you know, even though
No,
you
we
know,
don't got no excuses. I don't want no excuses. I don't give a damn
right,
who's showing up. Y'all beat
right,
me. Y'all beat me.
exactly,
That's how I want it. That's the energy we keeping over here. You feel me?
yeah.
But regular season success does not correlate to the postseason. I hope you know that as well.
Oh, I definitely know that, and that's why you know heavy is the head that wears the crown. Now
That's a
we
fact.
have the number 1 seed, and we have to prove it in the playoffs. Just like,
Right.
but are you familiar with the All Ball TV, the Knicks little YouTube? It's like,
Listen, man. I'm only focused on my channel, brother.
okay,
So
no, I was
yeah,
just
we can
asking you
keep
a
it.
question. Yeah,
Nah.
no,
But
because
what's up?
they be bragging about how the Knicks beat us in last year's playoffs, and they saying that's one leg up on us. Like we can't brag about our regular season wins because y'all have a playoff series over us. So it's like they saying that we ain't won nothing. You know what I'm saying? And my rebuttal to that is y'all lost twice to the Pacers.
Right.
So if y'all have one leg up on us, then what does that say about Indiana, who beat the Knicks twice in the playoffs? Yeah, they not relevant this year with Hallie out, but Hallie comes back next year. So it's like you can't really hold that against the Pistons as a knock saying, oh, because clearly Detroit is a different team than last year. But I definitely look forward to the competition against the Knicks.
Okay. So you're gonna be in the building tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So listen, I'm gonna save your number as Detroit hater number 10. Is that cool?
That's fine.
10 seconds.
All right, cool. Bet, brother. I appreciate the call, man. Great call.
All right, buddy. Bye bye.
All right, big time. Detroit Fan TV, y'all. Detroit Fan TV. But nah, salute. Anybody's welcome. If you're a fan of another team, you could call up. I don't duck no smoke on here. I really wanted to do the debate after the game. That's when I really wanted to do it. I was like, all right, let's do it after the game. But you know, I talked the master said, yeah, Detroit won't show up after we cook them on Thursday. They're not gonna show up. So let's do it. Let's do it on the Wednesday. You feel me? Oh, really? What's good, big dog?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
Really quickly, I gotta salute my man, AP. Really quickly, he sent in a super chat. He said, I remember Dave Checkers once said, how long do keeping paying for the Stanley Cup when Mark Messier left for Vancouver? He did return 3 years later. Okay. Man, okay, AP, I got you. I get the reference. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. Oh,
shout out to
and
AP,
Fritz,
man.
the Fritz email's on the email to Fritz is on the way. I'm glad he sent that super chat. Bet I'm sending it tonight. What's good, big dog? Before you start talking, I want to thank you, man, for holding me down, man. Even with the technical difficulties during the 24-hour stream, man.
Oh, for sure, man. You had me up early in the morning eating wings, man. But it's all good, bro.
Nah, man, it's all good. I made it, and unfortunately, and this would be a good time to explain it to all the new people that joined in. Unfortunately, the 24-hour stream will not be re-uploaded. YouTube, they got some crazy rule that if the stream is over 12 hours, that they don't put it back up or something crazy like that. After they told me they were going to put it back up, because I've been reaching out to them like every day since the show. So I'm gonna have to drop it in clips.
Yeah, about
starting
to
on
say
Friday.
dropping the clips, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to do, man. But what's going on? What you want to get into this Nick business tonight, man? What's going on, man? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
First of all, I forget what's his name. What's your guy name? He was talking about Jalen Brunson taking talking about they might be doing some underhanded things with the salary cap.
Right.
What was his name?
Yeah. Oh man, that was that ice water or was that
No,
that was
water.
Was that my man Zach?
Yeah, Zach.
That might have been Zach. Yeah.
Zach.
Mm-hmm.
You know Pablo Torre is out here. You can't be saying that on the airwaves, bro. You gotta relax, bro. You snitching on your squad, bro. You know Pablo Torre's out here, bro. You can't be saying that, bro.
Listen, we don't got to worry about that because he got these enemies who I think is Coach Tibbs, but that's a whole nother story. You know, Brunson has these enemies out here, so, yeah. So, but what do you think from the outside perspective? Do you think that we should pay that man?
When is his contract up?
I think 2 years. Let me put it on the screen.
2 years?
He has 2 more after this one. You know, we got to put it on the screen though. Just in case, we got to make sure we accurate over here. But I do think it's 2 more because I think this was the first. No, hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Pull it up. So 28, 29. That's when the player option kicks in. So he has 2 more years, and you know he's not getting that last player option. So yeah, I was right. But
he's not getting. I mean, the player option. He got the choice.
They gotta sign him. That year's done. So he got 2 more.
Is his choice.
Right. So no, but let me tell you how it's gonna work. He got 2 more years.
Mm-hmm.
So starting this summer, they can start negotiating.
Right.
What they want to do with that, you know, hey, that last year, hey, what's going on? Now they probably won't negotiate now because they still technically got another summer.
Right.
To get it right. So they probably won't do it this summer. Especially, it depends on whether or not, you know, we win the championship. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this. If the Knicks somehow win the championship, not only y'all better pay him what he want, y'all better build his statue too.
That's a fact. I'm with you.
I mean,
I'm with you. 50 years?
Don't wait till he retire. Don't wait till he leave for another team. I'm talking about soon as the championship is over, start building the statue the next day. And then whatever check he want when the contract over with, give him a blank check. Give him a blank check.
So all right, big dog. Bro. So look. So now he don't win. He don't win.
Now if he don't
now
win,
what?
Me personally, there's not many players in history that I would pay $70 million a year. So yeah. If you ain't Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or you know that caliber, you're not getting $70 million.
Or Steph Curry, right?
Or Steph Curry, Magic Johnson or something like that. If you ain't on that level, you ain't getting no $70 million from me. So,
yo, quick question. What are you doing tomorrow night at around 8:30?
8:30, which would be 7:30 my time.
Yeah.
I probably just be getting home from my office. I don't know. What's up?
Because I think you'd be the perfect mod for this debate I'm having with Detroit. Because you mad neutral. Like you're not Knicks, you're not Detroit. I think you would be the perfect mod. Because I got the debate before I do your show tomorrow. And then I also want to promote that show tomorrow too at the end of your call. But yeah, if you ain't got nothing to do, just pop up. You know, if you can't make it, I understand.
7:30 my time.
7:30 your time, 8:30 mine.
Okay. You need to be a mod. Yeah, I ain't got nothing going on tomorrow, so until my show. So
to your show, right? Yeah. Because right after that, then we go on your show.
Right. So I'm down.
Sounds like a game plan. All right, bet. See, I like how we work that out, man. Because I'm like, yo, Big Dog is here. You talking? You neutral? You the neutral party?
Right.
So okay, since you're neutral, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a who you're picking. I'm asking who you think is better, the Pistons or the Knicks, man. Let's go there. Let's go.
Man, boy. I hope y'all meet in the Eastern Conference Finals, because that's the matchup I want to see, bro. Oh man.
You know you got to win a series to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Something we hadn't seen Detroit do in like 20 years.
I think both of y'all gonna get there, bro.
Okay.
I think both of y'all gonna get there. Like, you remember I was high on the Pistons when we did the preseason show. I was high on the Pistons, and especially Jay Cunningham. So, bro, that's man.
You know what? Save it. Because yeah, you can't. You got to be the mod. You the mod. Don't even worry about it.
No, I would say this. If you'd asked me this like 2 weeks ago, I probably would have said I slightly edged the Pistons.
Oh,
then when I watched that game with y'all against the Sixers,
smart man.
Whew, that can go either way, bro. That can go either way, bro.
So look, on the way out, man, let the people know what we doing tomorrow night on Big Dog Talk Sports.
Hey man, we doing the mid-season review, preview. We're gonna make our predictions. We do our preseason predictions, obviously before the season start. At halfway point after the All-Star game, we talk about what's happened, what surprises we seen, disappointments, make our new predictions. Y'all come check me out, man. Big Dog Talk Sports, man. I'll put a link in the comments when we finish talking.
100%. Big time salute, man. Definitely go check out Big Dog Talk Sports. We gonna be getting it in as we always do, man. I appreciate you, Big Dog.
Hey, salute Karan, salute Maxine, the super producer, aka the Super Max. Salute to everybody, man.
Let's go. Yes, sir. All right, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Big time. All right. Hey man, people, they, the outsiders, they feel like us in Detroit is 50-50. But according to Big Dog, he says that no one should get that bread. As far as Detroit hater number, what did I say? Was he 9 or was he number 10? I think I said 10, right? I'm just gonna put him down as 10. Detroit hater number 10. No, I think I did say 9. No, he's number 9. I gotta get it my haters right. So he's gonna go down as Detroit hater number 9. He said that, oh yeah, we keep bringing up last year's playoff success as if it's relevant, then we have to do the same thing for the Pacers in terms of them beating us in the postseason. So that would mean they're better than us. Hello, you're talking to the objective fan. I would say the Pacers is better than us until we beat them in the postseason. I can't brag on the Pacers. Now, if the Pacers just so happen to make it to the play-in or whatever, and we met in the first round, we will crush them. I'm very confident because they're not the same team this year, of course, as they were last year. But the big difference, Detroit number 9, is that we're both good. You're number 1. We're about to be number 2. So this is not a drop-off, a clear drop-off like we've seen with Indiana. So, number 2, number 9, you thought you had something slick to say. You really didn't. As far as there was some other, my man Ice Water from big time salute to you, Ice Water. I forgot where you're from, but anyway, nonetheless, you said that Jalen Brunson and Towns are defensive liabilities. On this show, I like to be clear and correct. Towns is not a defensive liability. He's a fouls liability. That's what he is. And Jalen Brunson, if you want to say on the ball, yes, but Jalen Brunson leads the league in charges, and that's a part of defense. What's going on, Randu, in the place to be? Big time salute.
Hey, what's going on? What's up?
Man, nothing much. We talk about Jalen Brunson. I didn't even pull out the article yet, man. I'm letting y'all get it in right now. We talking about Jalen Brunson. There's some concerns about his future with the Knicks. What say you? What do you think about Jalen Brunson's future with the Knicks? Would you pay him the big bag, the $70 million super max?
If he can bring us a champion, if we can bring us a championship, I would pay him that money.
Okay. I think I could ride with that.
But
if we win the championship,
but if we don't win the title, then no, I can't pay him that.
So hold on. So what does that look like? Because it's a mystery to me, right? Like, if we don't win the title, do we trade Brunson if you can't agree to a contract? Like, how does that look? How does that work? If you don't win the championship, what say you, Randall?
I don't know.
You know what? That's a great answer. That is the best answer you could possibly give is I don't know. I used to do those in the poll. I might bring back I don't know in the polls. Because sometimes I ask some crazy questions. You might really just be like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna bring it back. But that's a great answer. The answer to that question, I think really is it. We're gonna really see this whole loyalty in basketball stuff fail because there's no such thing as loyalty in basketball. But something's going to have to give at that moment in time because his boy Josh Hart is also going to be due up as well. So, you know, the Roommates podcast, I don't know. They might be doing it from Memphis. Something. I'm joking. But so okay, cool. I didn't talk about this, and no one else really addressed it. But what do you think about Karl Anthony Towns shooting? Do you think the big bodega could get back on track shooting the ball?
I hope.
I hope so too. He's the best shooting big man in the history of the game, but it hasn't looked that way this season. And you know, if I have time, I might save that for tomorrow. Now that I think of it, I might save that article for tomorrow because there's a whole lot with this Brunson stuff, and y'all calling up. So yeah, I might save that for tomorrow.
Before I go, I just want to say one quick thing before I go. If we don't win the title this year, this might be the best opportunity we have to win a championship with this team that we got.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Detroit ain't going nowhere. They're only going to get better.
Facts.
You got Boston. You got Orlando if they can stay healthy and get better offensively.
Yep. 100%. 100%. I agree, man. Thank you, Randall, man. Man, he said some things to think about. Because those other teams, man, they coming.
Yeah.
They coming. 100%, man. But I thank you, man. I appreciate you, Randall.
Same here, man. Later.
All right. Peace. So that's my man, Randall. Before I take some more calls, we got to make sure we're smashing the like button. The goal is to get to 100 likes. So we need to get the likes to 100. It's a mandatory. Feeling the content, you're feeling the vibes, smash that like button. Of course, subscribe because we're on the road to 10K. And this is your chance to be down with OKF Nation. So you guys can subscribe because we noticed in the last 28 days, well over 56.6% of you guys who watch are not subscribed. So all we got to do to close the gap is to have you guys subscribe. It's very important. Plus, on the road to 10,000, we have these cool giveaways when we get to certain milestones. Right now, the next milestone for us is 5K on the road to 10K. So all we need you to do is subscribe, and you'll be entered into the contest to win this Jalen Brunson Rookie Year trading card. Okay? So all you have to do, smash that button, y'all. And we can keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. Before I take the next call, I do want to just at least get the article up there. And if you did call, I'll get back to you in 2 seconds. This is what caught my eye today. I'm minding my business. I'm doing my research. All right? Because that's what I do. I stay on top of the news. Then I come across this. Bam! Jalen Brunson wants Knicks to do right by me with the next extension. Huh? He wants the Knicks to do right by me. What does that mean? Jalen Brunson did it the right way in 2024. He sacrificed the most money in NBA history. People say it's $116 million, y'all. He sacrificed over $157 million, 100 something, because he made All-NBA. And when you make All-NBA, you get eligible to get the Supermax. Now, I'm not saying he would have got all that money, but that's the amount of money that he could have saw. It was in the 300s. They say the 267. That was in case he didn't make the All-NBA team. This is the greatest we didn't see nothing like this before in NBA history. So when my man Zach called up and talked about Bridges' sacrifice, you can't tell me $7 million. That's nothing compared to well over $150 million that this brother sacrificed. Okay? And so, you know, and he'll be eligible to sign his deal, I think started this summer, if not this summer, next summer. But I think it's this summer is when they can actually, you know, discuss it. Now, Brunson, in the first season of his 4-year extension, but had the money on his mind during an interview with Vanity Fair, which profiled the guard who helped transform the New York from an annual disappointment to a true playoff threat. He doesn't sound regretful about signing his current deal, rather than waiting a year to ink a potential 5-year, $269 million contract, citing the potential for an injury, right? That could derail his value. So he chose security. Okay? That's some old school principles right there. Take the money that's there. I get it. But now you're a superstar, you're a household name, you're on these commercials, you got the third highest jersey sale or something like that. If it's not the third, he's up there in the top 5, right? You're making All-NBA All-Star team starting now, okay? You know, you're winning shooting contests in the All-Star game. Your name is smeared everywhere. Everyone knows who you are now. You're on national TV 38 times throughout the year. Jalen Brunson is a big-time star. He's way bigger profile than what he was when he initially signed for that big-time sacrifice, right? So here's what he had to say. Master Miyagi, obviously, we'd love for them to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like I sacrificed. You heard that? Now, what say you? By 2028, Brunson will be a 10-year veteran, allowing him to sign the largest possible deal in the league, one projected to be worth in excess of $417 million over 5 years. We talked about 70, try 83 million. Yeah, I said 70, 83 million per season. Okay. Right now, he's 39th on the list, huh? Hold up. Yo, this is wild. The brother is 39th. He's 39th on the list, y'all. Yeah, that's insane. He's the third highest paid player on his team. What superstar is the third highest paid player on their team that's not on a rookie contract? Right? You might say Cooper Flag at Dallas. He's on a rookie contract. He didn't sign that on a rookie extension like Brunson did. There could be some discrepancy here, y'all. And there may be a concern with this contract. Obviously, we'd love for them to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like I sacrifice. That doesn't mean nothing. That doesn't hold no weight. There's no such thing as loyalty in basketball. Before I get back to the calls, big time salute to my man, Pat, the engineer, once again, man. I want to thank you for donating memberships, man. Big time salute to I Am Watching. Salute to you on your membership. My man, Sam, welcome back to the membership. PL876, big time salute. Welcome to the membership. Anton Broom, big time salute to you. Welcome to the membership. And Deloon Marie, welcome to the membership. Big time salute to all of you guys becoming members. All you got to do is hit that membership tab, join that Discord server. It gets lit up in there. I'm actually getting ready to record an Unfiltered Thought tonight as well. So thank you, Pat, once again for donating the memberships, man. The memberships definitely help out. And also my man AP, he says JD will pay JB. Dolan won't lose his most successful player. Thank you. Especially one who took a pay cut for him, who was loyal to Isaiah Thomas, who did worse. Hey, big time salute to AP on that. Where does the James Dolan being a good guy factor in? Because we're talking about Leon. But what about Dolan, who loves Jalen Brunson? Does he override Leon and say, hey, I don't give a damn about none of that other stuff? Because we've been talking about Leon, but we didn't talk about Dolan. That is a great point and dynamic to add to the conversation. Does Dolan do what he hadn't done in like 20 years? Oh, no, not 20 years. Like 12, 10 maybe? Like 10 years? And step in and say, hey, I'm putting my foot down. Jalen Brunson gets whatever he wants. That is honestly a great point. And I was trying to get somewhere near there. Not there. That was a great point, AP. But I do got some more calls. Let me get my man on the line. Hold on, let me try this number because this number was first, and then I'm coming to you, JJ. If you're listening, you are next. All right. Hello,
What?
caller. State your name. Where you calling from?
D from North Carolina.
Okay, D from North Carolina, man. Talk to me. Are you a Knicks fan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, big time.
Born and bred in New York. So,
Big time.
you
So what's
know,
going on, man?
I have mixed emotions, but one thing I will say is that I feel that if we don't pay him, that's going to put a stain on the team where nobody's going to want to come.
Ooh, that's a good point.
And they're going to feel after what he did for us that there was no loyalty there.
Right.
So
Right.
you're not going to get any big names after that. But
okay.
But another thing that I will say though is that, and I might stretch it out to next year, but I really feel if we don't win this year, they have to really look at blowing it up. And I'm not saying trade Brunson, but for the most part, we're going to have to trade a lot of our pieces while they're still valuable.
Right. 100%. I agree with that.
You know, and if it comes to where we just blow it up and trade everybody and then go the route of OKC and San Antonio and go through the draft, then that's the way we're going to have to do it. But we can't lose value on what we have now if we can't wait too long.
Right. Yep. No, great point. I agree. I always talk about the window is 1 + 1 + 1. It's not just a 3-year window because you got to do something spectacular, like get to the finals or win the championship in order to get that extended. And then we know Giannis is there, even though he's talking crazy in the media. But that is something that they would seriously pursue in the event, like if the Knicks get bumped in the second round, God forbid, right? So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
And you look, you know, even though he's been playing good, Mikal Bridges has lost value this year.
Okay.
So I don't think that we'd get 4 draft picks for him.
No.
You know, so that's we can't lose too much value. We, like you said, the window is barely cracked open right now. We have this small window to go through, and if we don't do it, they have to make the tough decision and say, all right, let's just get what we can back, and hopefully we get some good draft picks and get some good players in it, because I would really like to see them get younger. And I love Brunson. He's gonna be one of my favorite Knicks for forever. But realistically, how long can we sustain this and try to build around him?
10 seconds.
That's a good point.
So
that's a good point.
You know, and I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me. I think that OG has to be one of the first that we trade, him and Mikal.
Wow. Okay.
Because
I hear you, man. Thank you for the call, man. And I got your number locked in. Get your last statement out. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because it's OG for what we're paying him. He's doing good, but he doesn't have the same dog on offense that he does on defense. And we need the offense.
I hear you, brother, man. Great call. Once again, I got your number locked in. I appreciate it, brother. Big time. Interesting call. He says some stuff that I think that he added to the conversation. Like no other star would come here. You know, man, look at how dirty they did Brunson. Shaq said he didn't like how the Knicks did Ewing dirty. You know, hey, there could be some truth there, y'all. Salute to my man No Strays. He says when it comes to Brunson, Dolan said without a chip, the only Supermax you ninjas deserve is Rikers. Yo, that's a good one. Yo, No Strays. That is hilarious, bro. Let me tell you something. You might have a point because Y'all said 70. It's $83 million. How do you justify that and you don't win a championship? Did we learn from the days of Ewing? What say you? Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. I read the Jalen Brunson quote. So you know what he says. Obviously, we'd love for them to do right by me. What's going on, JJ? Big time salute. Channel member.
Brother. What's poppin',
Hey.
man? How's everything, brother?
Man, everything is good except I'm not sure if you heard the news earlier, but the 24-hour stream is not going back up, so we got to release it in clips. YouTube played me, man. I'm so mad about that.
That's
Man.
that's crazy, yo.
We could have probably had like 100,000 views, man.
That's crazy. That's horrible, man. I'm sorry, man. That's terrible, man. YouTube's tripping, man. All that work, all that time and effort you put in for that, man. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, and then they lied to me and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna put it back up 3 times." Then today we spoke with somebody who actually, who probably knows better than the other 3, and they were like, "No, it's not coming back."
That's a crime, yo. That's
unfortunate.
I'm sorry, man. You deserve for that to be up, man. YouTube's
it's ridiculous. The link is there, so you can see it existed, but you just can't see the clip. So
yeah, that's crazy, man. That's some BS right there. Straight up.
But where you want to go, brother? Talk to me, man.
All right, man. So I gotta touch on this Brunson thing, man. All right, so I'm gonna give my honest take. You hit it on the head a few minutes ago. What did you say? You said there's no loyalty in sports.
That's a fact.
So you think the Knicks are gonna say, "Oh, okay, oh, you helped us out. Now we're gonna help you"? No, that's not how business works. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I know the previous caller did make a good point. How will that look for other players? I understand that. That's a fair point.
I actually got a rebuttal to that.
Your point is more fair. Your point is more fair, though, that there's no loyalty.
Hold on. I'll pause your time. What I would say to that, they're going to say, you know what? I won't sacrifice any money. I'm not going to make the sacrifice. That's what I'm going to do. Go ahead.
Yeah. Listen, there's no loyalty. It's a cold business, man. The Knicks could 100%. Say, "Oh, but you slowed up." Let's say next year doesn't have a great year. All right. So my main point is, at the time that he's going to want this extension, he's going to be about 31, 32 years old. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Right. And another thing is, you have to realize as Knicks fans, the abuse that his body takes. Who takes more charges than him?
Ooh,
at his size? How is he going to age? How is he going to age? What's he going to be at 33, 34? You're going to pay him $80 million a year? No, I'm sorry. If he wins us a chip, I could say, okay, maybe then it's almost like maybe you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave us something that most of us have never seen. But I don't know how he's going to age. I don't know.
That's a great point.
He takes a beating.
That is a great point.
This man takes a beating out there. Offensively, defensively, taking charges. He takes charges from centers half the time.
Yeah.
You've seen
guys flying in the air.
We've seen the ankles, the leg. I don't think, to be honest, gun to my head, I don't think he's gonna age well. I just don't.
Ooh. Now, honestly, what you just said, I got you paused for a second. What you just said made the most sense. The abuse is not his athleticism, and because he doesn't jump off the ground really, but it's the abuse.
Right. He takes a beating.
The ankle landing.
Yes.
He always landed on someone's foot.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good point. Go ahead.
I don't know. I can't. We're talking 400 mil. That's a no. That's a no for me. You're gonna pay him a 32-year-old point guard, undersized, not athletic. Again, I don't see him aging very well. I just don't. That's just me.
Honestly,
Maybe
that's
I'm
a hard
wrong.
shot right there. No, you got me. No, JJ, you got me. I can't rebut that. That's a hard shot. that I don't think nobody else was
10
thinking about.
seconds.
You know, maybe the brother earlier was trying to say that. My fault. Maybe the brother earlier was trying to say that when he said he wouldn't hold up and he just didn't have the time. But yeah, what you said about the abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna pay a 32-year-old point guard $400 million, $400 million plus. I don't know,
that's
man.
wild.
I'd have to
that's
be
wild.
very cautious. I'd have to be very cautious.
Getting spooky out here, JJ, man. But I thank you, Jay. It's getting spooky. It's getting spooky out here, brother. Oh my God.
Appreciate you.
All right, big time.
All right, brother.
Man, that was a great call. You guys have all had some great calls. Even if I disagree with you, doesn't mean your call wasn't a great call. Because even the brother from North Carolina has some other good points that was interesting. You know, how would the other celebrities look? Ooh, okay, hold on. We got some more supers. By the way, I know it's super late, you know, if you're on the East Coast especially. So you can do what these brothers are doing, and you can send in a donation, and I will read it, and I will treat it as if it's a phone call. All right? So you may be sleeping, you may be, you know, relaxing, and you know, you don't want to call up because the lady's sleeping or you know, your loved ones are sleeping. It's all good. I do appreciate you. Detroit number 2. I'm gonna get to you in a second, Detroit. Hang tight. Let me get to these supers. AP says, no, I can't go another decade losing because we didn't win in 2 years. I'm not doing that. These guys are in their early 30s. I'm not going back to that. You know what? That's another powerful point. You know why? Because these guys are not that young. If you sign Jalen Brunson the 4 years, $83 million, what happens to your future if it doesn't work out? If it doesn't hold on, I gotta get this brother on the line. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to the super chats. Hold on, this is a very, hey, first off, brother, big time salute to you, man.
What's up? How you doing?
Welcome to the line. We got J-Tap. J-Tap, he doesn't get no clock. You just speak your mind, J-Tap. Where you want to go? What triggered you? What caused you to call up?
I seen the top of the show. First of all, I want to say congrats on 24-hour Knicks-a-thon.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You made history, and I don't care what you two said, man.
Yeah, they greased us, man.
I seen it. I seen it. I don't know how many parts are you gonna put it out in. Are you gonna put it out in like separate parts? How many parts?
Yeah. To make it easier for me, I'm gonna have to do 12 parts. But channel members, you guys get to binge it. So if you remember, yeah, you could binge it the whole weekend. I'm dropping it Friday.
All right, do it.
So you could watch it. You know, you can spend the whole weekend watching the whole 24 hours as much as you want. But everybody else, you got to wait each day. We're gonna drop two. So it'll probably be like 12 days.
Right.
12 days of the Knicks Fanathon. But yeah, you'll get it way early.
All right. So my thing about Brunson is just pay him, man. Just pay him. Give the man his bread. Okay. Because my thing is like, okay, so say, I'm sure like handshake agreements happen all the time in the NBA.
Uh-oh.
Like remember Harden and then what's his name? What's the GM name with Harden?
You talking about Murray? Daryl Murray? From Philly?
Oh, Murray, yeah. I'm sure
Murray,
there's like a handshake deal right there, and Murray didn't come through in his end, so Harden did. Okay, my thing is like, I want to call.
So what happens to Brunson in that case, though? Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm sure Leon could pull some strings, you know, get the guy some extra bread on the side. But
okay.
The caller brought up something about Jalen Brunson and taking charges.
Yes.
To me, that's huge because the guy does put his body on the line every night.
Right.
Every night, and he's not a good defender, but he plays defense. That makes any sense. He tries. You know, even you give it
J-Tap, what we got to say, listen, J-Tap, it's the on-the-ball defense. He's not good on the ball. Yeah. That's one aspect of defense.
That's good at something.
The whole shebang. But he's good at taking charge. You know what he is? He's a below-the-rim defender. He coined that term. Anyway, go ahead.
And my thing is, I don't know if somebody can look it up, but how many charges has Cat taken the entire time he's been here? Has he taken one charge?
Damn, that's a good one. Wow. I could try to look that up.
I haven't seen him take one yet. So my thing is pay the man, win or not. It ain't my money. I just want to see our team win a championship, and that's it. I don't think.
You said something that's key. It's not your money. I like that. Go ahead.
And another thing is like I know Leon Rose is in a hot seat for a lot of people. I was thinking earlier today, if they fire Leon Rose, ain't nobody coming to New York. There's nobody, because most franchises today are run by former agents. And,
Ooh, okay.
and I mean, the Knicks got Leon Rose. I think the Lakers got Clutch, maybe. I'm not too certain about other agencies.
No, that's Pelinka. Pelinka's there. Pelinka.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Pelinka was around before Clutch. Yeah.
Yeah, so Leon wasn't going nowhere. Get used to him, and we're gonna win this chip this year. We won the chip this year.
That's what I'm talking about. Now let's go.
And I'm gonna give a shout to my man, Brian. Knicks, 25-26. Knicks gonna win the chip this year. That's it.
I'm riding with it. I'm riding with it. Big time.
And Piece of Trevor. I heard from him a little bit, but Piece of Trevor.
Hopefully he's probably in TNT right now. You know, Trinidad got the big carnival going on.
All right, my guy. I'm gonna get up out of here. But thanks a lot. I'm gonna binge watch this weekend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be released. I'm working on it now, so it'll be there.
All right, then. Peace.
Right. If you just joined, the 24-hour stream, got not taken down, but they didn't put it up, so we got to re-release it. And they lied to me. I don't like that. I don't like the lying part. But AP, just to wrap up on your super, right? And salute to my man J-Tap. When you say just pay the man, see, that could ruin your franchise. Like, if Brunson's not good enough to lead you to the championship, why would you pay him? You gotta look at it like that, because we're talking about $83 million per. $83 million per. That's a lot of money. So I'm with you, AP. I am not sacrificing nothing for loyalty for the sake of this team. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pay the man and then now we're just on some losing type vibe because we're just not good enough. Ant-Man gets better. Cade gets better. I'm out with it. Salute to my man Fizz NJ. He says, any playoff outcome that Mike Brown is one and done? The only playoff outcome I think will I don't think he's one and done though, but I think it will put him on the hot seat would be first round. You get bumped in the first round, I think you'd be on the hot seat. But would that mean he'll be fired? I don't know about that. I don't know about the firing part. I don't think he's going to be fired. But big time salute to everybody in the building. If you're enjoying the show, continue to smash that like button, okay? And subscribe if you are not subscribed. We have a goal to get to 100 likes. It's very important that we get to our goal. It shows the algorithm that we are the truth. And you guys are always rocking with me, all right? So definitely, once again, also subscribe. We noticed that over 58% of our viewers in the last 28 days, you are not subscribed. So go ahead and help us out, all right? And of course, we got the 5K giveaway. That's the next milestone. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. You can get this trading Brunson card just by subscribing. That's it. You don't have to do nothing else, okay? Big time salute to everybody in the building. Let me make sure I'm good on my other ends. Oh, also, if you want to call back, I keep forgetting to share this. If you want to call back, you can, okay? The $5 callback option is available. You can send it via the Linktree. You could also send it via the Cash App if you so happen to prefer to call back, okay? Now, hold on. Let me just make sure. I think I might have got a call back. Hold on, let me just double check. Double check. Hold on. What's going on with my Cash App? Okay, cool. Okay. Was this today? Yes. Okay. My man Rock has a call back. Let me get my man Rock on the line. All right. My bad, Rock. Just now noticing it. But that's how it works. If you donate the $5, I'll get you back on the line and you can talk. Okay. So big time salute to my man Rock. And let me just check the square just to make sure as well. The link trees. You could also hit the link tree as well if you want to send it in. What's going on, Rock, man? I'm sorry I'm late on the call back, but what's going on, brother?
Hey, you better late than never.
Yes, sir. I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get it. But what's going on, man?
Actually, I wanted to make a proclamation. You heard it here. I wanted to say you heard it here first, but the brother just a few minutes ago said the same thing I was gonna say.
Okay.
The Knicks will be the champions this year for sure.
100%. I'm riding with that.
Yeah. I have 3 major reasons why that's gonna happen. Number one, Pistons are too easy to game plan against in a series. They don't have enough offensive versatility. Number one.
Yep.
2.
Yep. And we'll be breaking that down tomorrow, right, Rod?
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely.
We got that debate.
Don't call me. I'll go in on it too.
You could call up. Y'all gonna be able to call up too. There's gonna be a segment where y'all could call up because Detroit's calling up.
Okay.
So y'all gonna be able to call up too. But go ahead.
Man, you ain't said nothing but a word.
Let's go.
After the top franchise player on any team, the Knicks have the best roster.
Okay.
3. Everyone talks about Cat's defense and the captain's defense. Remember who won the chip? The top 2 players on the Nuggets, Murray and Joker, aren't two-way players, and they have a chip.
Good point.
So
great point.
Yeah.
And to add to your point, they were the 16th, either the 15th or the 16th ranked defense.
Right.
Go ahead.
And their roster wasn't what ours is right now.
That's a fact.
For sure. But yeah. But far as JALEN, I mean, I don't think he'll take the full 83. I think he's gonna be a little bit generous, leave some on the side, because I think, you know what, they could afford to hold back, because they could make that up in endorsements and stuff like that, man. Give this dude a clothing line as well as his own sneaker, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And to you, congratulations. I know YouTube shorted you, but you know,
man.
They changed the rules on you, man, because you know, you're doing some Shaq stuff. You had to snatch the screws out the rim, so they got to make the reinforcements different now, man.
Right, man. That's crazy, bro.
You know what it is? They don't want you to inspire anybody to do the same thing, because their servers they can't handle it. That's what that's about.
But you know, don't lie to me though.
Yeah,
because I could have been working on it.
They made a mistake. They thought about it.
Yeah. Like, they didn't tell me that. They didn't say, oh, the 24-hour, we can't do it. I spoke to 3 other people.
Yeah.
They said, oh, it's rendering. Okay. I'm sorry, all right, bet. It's a big foul.
Right.
Damn, it shouldn't take that long.
Yeah, man. They had to change the game for you, man. They had to move the 3-point line back, man.
Right, yeah. Right.
Had to make the rim 12 feet instead of 10.
Exactly, man. I'm like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when they had to widen the lane for me, man. Because I'm getting too much easy buckets. I couldn't dunk in college.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
What it was, bro. But yeah, that's why the Knicks are gonna win the chip, bro. That's why. I give the reasons. And just remember, you heard it here first. We can go back to this when they get the chip, man.
Big time, man. I appreciate you, man. Okay.
As much as people push about you can't pay a guy that a player under 6'2" won't win the chip.
Yeah, I hate that. I wrote that down.
Isaiah Thomas was the top player on his team, and he won a chip.
Right. I hate the height shaming. I really do. The height bias. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I hate it. Yeah.
So, yeah, those are the reasons, bro. Thanks for the call,
Big time. No doubt, man. I appreciate the support, brother.
Yep.
All right. So that's the example of a callback. Sometimes people are going to trigger you. So you send in the Cash App or a link tree, whatever you decide you want to do, and we'll get you back up here. I do got my brother from another city who wants to get on the line, Detroit #2. I'm curious to see what this guy got to say. Oh, my God. What does this guy has to say? 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. #2, man. What's going on, man? I know you listening to our Brunson conversation. What you want to share, man? You're nice tomorrow, man.
No, I come on to speak. You said this is a Pistons show, so I'll come to speak.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Detroit Pistons TV. Okay, let's go.
So this is the deal. Let's go. If you re-sign Brunson, you can't re-sign Mitch. and you can't resign. What's that other bum? Josh Hart. You can't resign him either. And you got 50 or 60. What is Cat gonna make next year? 63. And then you
57.
okay. Then you talking about bringing over Giannis. That's a disaster. You talking about, but you owe Bronson because he took 100, 100 plus. He should have never did that for you guys. So you crazy. There's no way in hell I would have did that. Excuse my language. I would have took my
Me
money
either.
up
Me
front.
either.
You
Me
know.
either.
Now he done
I wouldn't have did
sacrificed,
that.
and he's begging y'all to give him the super max. Now he's eligible for the super max. That don't mean he has to take it. I don't
Right.
think he'll probably take it. He might take 65, 70. That's what I'm looking at. But you got to pay him because if you don't pay him, then your team is going to be. You know, he's 29. He'll be August next year. So it'd be in y'all best interest to get it done now because it's going to be a 4-year. So it's going to be a 4-year, 50, 63. So you're looking at 240 or, 240 something, 250. You know, you got to give him that.
But
though.
that's if he's willing to do that because he could make 413.
Yeah, it's going to be
That's a lot
hard
of
for
money,
y'all.
bro.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. And then you got to think of the other people you got to sign. So, you know.
But y'all gonna be in the same boat too with Cade. So what you gonna do with Cade? You gonna pay him 83?
Then you hear Cade say he'll pay Durham fines. Cade just got 200 something. He's not going to be greedy. He want to win.
Okay. Getting spooky, Detroit. Getting spooky.
That's why we got to win. Y'all keep saying y'all got to win. We got to win. You know, we got to beat y'all.
The sad part is, brother, you got to get out of the first round. Until you do that, yeah, brother. I don't know. I just don't see it, man.
Round, man. We'll be all right.
Could you tell me, because one of your other Detroit haters, I can't remember which one it was. You know, we got like 9 now, right? So he said that y'all got bucket getters off the bench. And I said, who's your bucket getter? He said Jenkins. You also co-signing that?
Jenkins, Green, B-ball Paul. But see, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. The concept is this basically. You don't believe they can score. We know they can score. We just paid Jenkins. We're going to pay Green too, you know. Not only do they play offense, they play defense. They play good defense and they stop people. And B-ball Paul can come in any given time for Durham and make up for the center position. And so can Stewart. Right. You see? You know,
they some good little players. I agree.
Yeah. And we don't have, they're not good no little players. Quit calling us little brother and all of that. We way better than y'all, bro. And you know this. Well, we've got you by 70 now. You got to catch up.
Are you gonna come through tomorrow and support your Detroit dude? Because he getting slaughtered.
Yes. I always come through and support, man.
Yeah, this is hater number 7. He wants to debate. He's gonna get, I'm sorry. You're gonna need the dude from NBA TV to come get me. I'm sorry, dog.
Man, it ain't nothing to debate. We got a better team than y'all. We 40-13. Four wins away from our record last year.
All right, you're going to get into it, Detroit number 2, man. I see you tomorrow, brother.
Yep.
I see you tomorrow, big time.
Yep.
All right. That's Detroit calling up, man. Keep the calls coming, 646-995-8389. One thing I got to correct Detroit because, you know, we can't allow the Detroit misinformation to go out. First off, Mitchell Robinson gets signed this year. Brunson's deal that has nothing to do with him. Now, as far as Towns, it may affect Towns, but no, it's not going to impact Mitchell Robinson. Just to correct it, because I want to show y'all, just so y'all clear as to what's going to happen. Jalen Brunson has a player option in 28-29. So next season or this summer, one of the two, because I think it's 2 years. Like once you get to that 2-year mark, you can negotiate your extension, but I don't think they're going to do it this summer. I think they'll wait till the summer of 2027, and that's when they'll try to get the deal done. But it could get done before then as well. It could definitely get done before there as well. Just to let you know what the deal is on the contracts. Now, a lot of you guys made great points, you know, and I wrote down a lot of them. I think that it's going to be tough to sign. Like, if this is your take, we got to sign Brunson no matter what. No matter what happens, we got to go sign Brunson. I don't know if I could agree with that. Because you're talking about $80-something million for a guy that can't take you to the championship. Is Brunson still getting better? Or will he plateau? I don't know. I don't want to put that on that man. Maybe Brunson plays till he's 45. I don't know. But these are things that you have to take into consideration because there's no loyalty in basketball, right? I think that everyone is looking for their bottom line, looking at the bottom line. Like Cade Cunningham. See, this is the problem Detroit's going to have. It's not just Detroit, it's Memphis. Any small market team is going to have a problem. When we start getting into that $400 million conversation, now teams are going to have to make real decisions because 35% of your salary cap for one player. God forbid, well, not God forbid, but I'm going to say, if you have other players that got to get paid, 40 million here, 50 million there, what team do you have? So this is a really good question, and everyone's going to talk about it. Everyone's going to talk about it. It's going to be the talk of the town from now on, going forward, because Brunson sacrificed what he sacrificed, but does that guarantee his placement? I don't know if I don't know if I could do it, y'all. 646-995-8389. Now, one thing I'm gonna say for sure: if we win the championship, he has to get paid. I don't. It could just be one championship. I don't give a damn. It could be one championship and you won't make the playoffs again. You got to pay the brother. I do think that his salary depends on success. Would he give you a discount? Maybe, but it ain't gonna be $100 million. I know that. But the brother said, this is what caught my eye. Now, I don't think this was a video interview. But he said, obviously, we'd love for them to do right by me. Master Miyagi, Jalen Brunson, he's usually more deliberate or he's very deliberate with what he wants to say. Usually we don't get stuff like this where we could be like, there could be some doubt there. Obviously, we'll love for them to do right by me. The wording, do right by me. Instead of saying, yeah, I think we should be able to get a deal done. Or I'm hopeful that we get a deal done. He says, I hope. Or obviously, we love for them to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like, he said, I feel like I sacrificed. Let me get it back on the screen. I got to bring the screen closer to me because it's kind of far away. It'll be hard to read sometimes because I can't see. I can't see it clearly. Let me make it bigger too. But this is what he said. Right now, he's the 39th highest paid player in the NBA. That's crazy. Third highest paid player on his team. That's crazy. I never forget this. I'll never forget this. When they broke the news on his show that OG Anunoby got $200 million, right? He made a face. He had this look. Not like he was hating, but he was like, because that happened right before he did the biggest sacrifice. By the way, we broke that on this channel. This is why y'all need to subscribe, because you just never know who's gonna call into the show. We be having some powerful people call in. Smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. We got to get the likes up. Where are we on the likes? Okay, we got to at least get to 80 likes. All right, so smash that like button, okay? We got to at least get to 80 likes, and then we got to work it up to 100. But let's get to 80. So if you didn't smash the like button, smash that like button. We need to tell the algorithm that this show is popping. We also got the 5K giveaway. We'll be giving away this Jalen Brunson trading card, okay? So look, and all you got to do is subscribe. That's it. There's no other entry. There's no other contest. perk or nothing. You just subscribe. You're going to be entered. Let me just say this. Damn, I lost my train. Hold on. Let me try to get it back. Brunson, money, subscribe. Oh, yeah. So we had somebody call up who was a relative of Jalen Brunson. Whether or not you want to believe that, because anyone can call up, it is what it is. But he got on the show. He said that Jalen Brunson will sacrifice the money and sign the deal. This was the day before it happened. Matter of fact, that clip is still on the channel. The day before. He also said that they were trying to trade Julius Randle. Hold on. He said they were trying to trade Julius Randle. But at the time, he said they were trying to get Devin Booker. They were trying to trade Julius Randle for Booker. But the deal didn't get done because I can't remember the reasoning he said. However, all right. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think he called. I think he chatted in the chat, something like that. Or he did call. He did call, but I'm not sure if he called that day. Anyway, nonetheless. So, of course, next day, Brunson signs, and then later on, Randle gets traded. Yeah. So he gave us the warning, but for me, it was like complete misdirection because I'm thinking for Booker. I'm thinking, I didn't think Towns, and they got Towns. So you just never know, man. What do we do for our future? Does signing Jalen Brunson compromise our future if we don't win the championship? Now, if we win the championship, then all that goes out the window. Make sure I got all my calls in. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389 if you want to call up, voice your opinion. If you want to call back, the $5 callback option is available. Make sure I'm good on my end. But I'm curious to see, man, what more you guys have to say. You guys have made some really great points, right? To the brother that said no other free agent might not sign here. If I could double down on that point really quickly, because there's something to that, right? Like, another consideration is this, to add to that brother's point. We kind of, we broke the rules, or if we didn't break the rules, the NBA fined us for our negotiation with Jalen Brunson. They definitely did. They found that there was some sort of tampering. They saw something was going on. And that's why we got fined the second round pick. Or was it the first round pick? Whatever the pick was. I think it was the second round. Second round pick, $250,000. That was the fine. Okay. Now, do you have that same opportunity in the future? So technically he's right. Because you're more than likely not going to get that guy, but Leon Rose does have, connections, CAA Mafia. But if you don't do right by Jalen Brunson, then that could be the case. That could be the case. Big time salute to the chat. I see all the channel members in the building. Big time salute. You know what? Let me I got it. So I want to give a big time salute to the MVP donors. My man J Tap, Mike from Harlem, PA, Parish Thugger, Pat the Engineer. Once again, Pat the Engineer, thank you for the memberships once again. Also to all the new members we got, Ibrahim, CV, God, my man, is that Coach of Wrestling? My handwriting is bad. Sorry, I can't see the first name. And John Quell and Angela. Big time salute to the new channel. I will be doing an unfiltered thought tonight. talking about the bench. So if you're a channel member, you will be able to see that. This Friday, we will be dropping the clips to the 24-hour stream that YouTube didn't put up. Like, what the hell? If you are a channel member, you can binge watch it like Netflix, because you'll get access to all the videos. To people who are subscribers or just regular people, you should be a subscriber at least. Just saying, you'll be able to watch it once a day. Okay? So that's what we got going. Of course, we got the blue and orange breakfast coming tomorrow. I think I probably will lead with the town shooting. I might lead with that topic. And then tomorrow night, we got the Knicks War Room. The first, by the way, hold up. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. While we here, so I ain't gonna lie, yo. This might be one of the most fire graphics that we came up with. I just want to show y'all this really quickly, okay? So this is the Knicks War Room thumbnail right here. Tell me that's not fire, y'all. That is fire. The Knicks War Room is going down, okay? Tomorrow, 8:30. Make sure you guys are there. The Knicks fan versus the Pistons fan. And I see these Pistons in the building. Oh, my God. Let's see where we at on the likes, man. We got to keep the likes going. Got to keep the lights going. We at 73. We got to at least get to 80. You know, Maxine will not be happy. But ain't that fire? That is fire. Yep. Knicks War Room, man. It's going down. We got Big Dog Talk Sport. He will be moderating it. Yeah, it's going to be good. There's some questions that me and Detroit number 7 hater, we was, passing back and forth. So it's going to be some structure to this debate. It's going to be a real live debate, but it's not going to be super formal because he can't, he's not going to be able to compete. But he's allowed to get his Detroit homies call up. So the call up is still going to be going on. You guys will have an opportunity. But I know this is Detroit Fan TV, right? I know this is Detroit Fan TV, but this is a Knicks channel. So y'all got to make sure y'all in the building. I'm telling you right now, number 2, Skywalker, who's in the chat, he already said that he going to own the phones. All right, so whatever that means, I just hope y'all, I hope y'all there to combat that. Because they going to say, well, this is Detroit Fan TV, right? That's what they always say. It is what it is. But it's going down. Trust me. Look, like I said, he gonna have to get one of them NBA TV dudes to come get me. This is my Knicks stuff. So if you don't got a book like this on the Knicks, yeah, you're gonna get cooked. I'm sorry. If you don't got a book that looks like this, all right, this is all Knicks. You're gonna get cooked. If you don't got, hold on, where's my? If you don't got no information like this, let me show you. You don't got no information like this. Scout reports, right? This is another Piston scouting report I did. See that right there? My handwriting is trash, I know. You don't got stuff like that, you're gonna get cooked. This is like 10 teams right here. All right. So yeah, I do my due diligence. I got a stat. I already know I got like 3 stats that's gonna blow y'all mind off the rip. That's just gonna blow them out the water. That's my goal. I'm blowing Detroit out the water. They out of here. It's going down tomorrow. So make sure y'all continue to subscribe. Smash that like button because you just never know what it's going to be. We're getting close to the 80 likes, y'all. Come on, continue to smash it. We're almost there. We are almost there. Big time salute to my man, Big Dog Talk Sports. He said the debate is going down in history. I'll bring it down my neutral ignorance. Notice how he didn't say ignorance. He said ignorance. Tell that boy from the South as the moderator. What's good, Yuri?
Yo, what's goody?
Talk to me, brother. How you feeling, man?
Oh, man, I saw the news about JB. And
yeah, so where you want to go?
I don't know, man. Do I got 5 minutes on the clock this time or no?
Oh, go ahead. Go cook. Go cook. That was the fanathon. I made it, but I'm gonna let you. If I intervene, I'll stop your time. Go ahead. Go cook. Go cook.
But I don't know how to feel about that quote, man. That's like, wow. Normally I would say, pay him the money, you know what I mean? But it's like, given the situation, with the Knicks salary cap, do you, him saying that he sacrificed, it's true, he did sacrifice. You know what I mean? But what was the thing we talked about, Karan? The roster's not technically built around JB. Not yet.
Ooh, you went there. Wow.
You know? The top roster's technically not built around JB. They're starting to do it, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to do it with Jeremy Sohan. Now you got Jose Alvarado. Now they're finally starting to put defenders around Cat and JB. So my question is this. What's going to happen if the Knicks actually don't pull it off? You see what I mean?
So look, Yuri, right? So I got another question, right? I don't want to interrupt you. I stopped the clock. I'm asking the question. What happens if you don't win the championship and now there's a discrepancy over the money?
That's a problem.
Do you trade Jalen Brunson?
That's not my answer to answer, Karan. That's Leon Moses' answer to answer. And boy, let me tell you, if that ever does happen, expect the Knicks fandom to be outraged. Big time. Because, Karan, no NBA team has won a title with two bad defenders on the court. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. I don't want to steal you, but go ahead.
No NBA team has won a title with two bad defenders on the court. Cat and JB. Even though JB stepped up in the defensive, like we saw them get blitzed in a pick and roll last year in the playoffs, Karan, when they were on the court. Now again, maybe I'm speaking hypothetical, you know what I mean? But I can't deny what these eyes saw. And especially with this news with JB coming out about the contract, I don't know, Karan. I don't want to say it's uncertain, you know what I mean? Like the title of the video says. But now it's got me wondering, like, what happens after this year with his contract? What happens?
Well, to defend my title, it is uncertain because he says, I would like them to do right by me. That doesn't sound like certainty to me.
Right.
That sounds like, I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Exactly. And he was being truthful with that statement. There was no lies.
Also, really quickly, I'm pausing your time once again. I just want to talk about the two bad defenders. I disagree with that. I don't think Towns is a bad defender. I think that rhetoric is cat. I think that he's a foul liability. That's his problem. What I meant to say. He gets into foul trouble, and then now he can't defend because now if he touches somebody, he's going. So he's definitely a foul liability. And I'm not saying he's the greatest rim protector in the world.
Oh no, he has his moments.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying that, but he's not bad defensively. I really want to step on that narrative. And matter of fact, the Knicks War Room could also go down with Knicks fans. So if you're a Knicks fan and you disagree, you want to have a debate with me about Towns and defense, we could. Also, the Denver Nuggets won the championship, and Jamal Murray's I wouldn't say he's a good defender, and we know Jokic don't play no goddamn defense whatsoever. All right.
But yeah, no.
It's time ready.
Like, if you look at the Knicks moves that they made right now, you add Jeremy Sohan, right? You add Jose Alvarado, right? Now they're actually starting to put defenders around Jalen Brunson. Now they're putting.
That's another good point. Yeah.
So, come on. I know we're like into a few months of the NBA season. I'm interested to see how this off season happens, regardless of what happens. I'm really interested because now the front office approach is going to be, especially with Mike Brown, and I'm pretty sure Mike Brown and Leon collaborate too, right? If Mike Brown is
that's what it was, the collaboration. That's what it's called.
If Mike Brown is seeing this, that they're two, decent defenders, but they get blitzed in a pick and roll, what do you think Mike Brown's telling Leon? Goes like, yo, I know Cat and JB, they can't be on the court at the same time. You got to bring in more defenders.
I thought you were gonna say one of them gotta go.
No, not one of them got.
I was about to put.
That was
I was about to put the suspense on.
But I think that's secondary though.
Right. Okay.
I think that's
I'm
secondary.
riding with you.
I do, especially since they're together, right?
Yeah.
Especially since they're together. I will say this though. That is definitely
10
uncertainty
seconds.
with that quote. And I'm gonna end it with this. Whatever happens in the offseason, it's gonna be a movie because Giannis is right around the corner.
Oh man, wait till they see. Oh, I almost let the cat out the bag. Thank you, Yuri, big time. Yo, I almost let the. Oh my, yo, I got so much. Yo, listen, y'all. Let me tell you, I wish I had two me's. I am an idea factory. I sit down and I have ideas all day. Problem is, I can't activate all the ideas I have because I'm only one. And then I got Maxine, who's a super producer, but there's only so much she can do, you know? So I just can't wait for you to see the next merch line. Warning, it's going to trigger some of you guys, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. 646-995-8389. Yeah, anybody who wants to debate me on the bad defender with Towns, I want to take that smoke. I don't think Towns is a bad defender. I'll take that smoke. So let me show you. Anytime y'all want to disagree with me and y'all want to get on the line, y'all could. That's what this show is about. The Knicks War Room. Now, the hater number 7, he gonna be on the panel. He gonna be on the Zoom. It's not a Zoom. I use Google Meet. Anyway, nonetheless, he's gonna be on the Google Meet. Okay. But you could call in. You don't have to get on the line. You know, if you're a caller, especially, then you know I'll take the fade. I don't duck no intellectual fades in sports. All right, big time salute to us getting to the 80 like mark. Let's continue to push it, man. Smash that like button as you enter. Let's get it to 100. Why not? Knicks Nocturnal. The family's sleeping, so I could have fun. What I'm gonna do after this, I probably watch some more condensed games. You know, I just try to catch up on some games I may have missed. This will be the last night without. Tomorrow's the last night without basketball. So, you know, that's why I did the early show. That's why I'm doing an earlier show tomorrow. You know, because there's no basketball. So now basketball is returning on Thursday. We'll get back into the regular programming. I can't wait. And after I cook up the Pistons tomorrow, I'm still gonna come on Thursday morning and do my scouting report. Like nothing ever happened. You know, but then, yeah, that's why we created the Knicks War Room. For people who just, you know, if you have something that you would like to get off your chest, I don't duck no smoke. Also, you don't have to always agree with me. You know, I understand that we could agree to disagree. But one thing about me, you know, is a method to my madness. I don't just say things to say it. Like, you know, I come from a very, very informed position. I read a lot. And so my position is usually based on some sort of, you know, knowledge that's there. And I don't believe, based on what I'm seeing, that Towns is a bad defender. Now, fouls, matter of fact, salute to my man Still Knicks fans, because it was on his show where I broke down Towns fouls and the issues with Towns. I might have to do that over here as well. The issue with Towns is not shooting. Or rather, Towns shooting is an issue. He has to correct it. I think he could correct it. So I'm going to say it's not that big of an issue. But Towns' defense is not an issue. We could debate that if you want in the War Room. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I see my man Pat Engineer. Cash! JJ! JJ says, Force Yuri. Once again, look, if you're triggered, you could always hit the call back. Hold up. You could always hit the call back. Bam. Send in the super, send in the Cash App. Somebody triggers you and you want to call back. That's how you do it to get back on the line. Let me just make sure I cross my eyes crossed. Oh, also, too, I forgot to share this. I don't got it. Damn, I don't got it. But we came out with the playoff edition. Hey, where the hell is my mock-up? Okay. Got too many damn journals. This is my mock-up journal. Okay? Not my mock-up. Sorry. We came out to the playoff edition. We came up with the playoff edition to this. It's called Game Night. Right? The playoff edition. you can check it out on my Linktree. Linktree.com. Not .com. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. All right. I can't say it's getting late because to all my people that was on the 24-hour stream, y'all know that I do well late. But yeah, go pre-order the game night. It's going down. Also, watch party. So, Maxine keeps hitting me up. We doing the watch party. If y'all down, put a one in the chat if y'all want to if y'all going to come out to a watch party. We want to do game 1 of the playoffs. We did it last year. Big time salute to my man J-Tap. I think you're in the chat as well, J-Tap. Big time salute. He flew out from Cali. If y'all going to come out to the watch party, we'll do it. But y'all got to come out. And we're working on a lot of things, man. This channel I feel like we're hitting the next tier of growth and development, and we got so much going on that it's a lot coming fast, and we're ready for it. We built for it, so we working one day at a time. Are y'all gonna come? Are y'all gonna pop out? Let me know in the chat because I would love to do it. I love to talk basketball, and I love to be around people talking Knicks basketball. That's how I got my start. I remember I used to go to games, and I would, let me tell you, man, I would be yelling, shouting, hey, what are you doing? Da-da-da-da, commentating. Oh, man, this guy don't know how to do it. I used to go in, right? And so people was like, man, listening to you is like better than watching it on TV because I was just breaking down everything. And so I always had, a knack for that. And I figured, let's do a channel because I was doing different type of content before this channel. But anyway, so yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, man. Great to see you guys in the chat. Let's see where we are on the likes as well. Okay, we still got some work to do before we get to 100. Oh, you know what? There were some other points too that I could address, while I'm waiting for you guys to call back. So I talked about the Indiana point. That was wacky. I didn't understand that. The 2 bad defenders. Yeah, I don't think that we have 2 bad defenders. I think we have a liability. On fouls. And Brunson is not good on the ball. So if you want to say he's an on-the-ball liability, I'll let you have that. But I'm not going to say Jalen Brunson doesn't play no defense. People like to say he doesn't play no defense. That's not true. You can't lead the league in charges and say that the man doesn't play no defense. As far as the Knicks winning the championship this year, I do think we have a shot. One thing I want to clarify, I don't guarantee it. I don't feel like it's guaranteed. I really don't. I would be capping if I said that. I don't think that it's a guaranteed chip. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I don't believe it. But do we have a shot? Yes. Should we make it to the finals? I think we should be the favorite to make it to the finals. I don't give a damn about Detroit. Did I go there, Detroit? Yes, I did. Feel triggered, call up. But yeah, I do think that we have a chance to win the championship. Ooh, Mikal Bridges, has he lost value? I can't remember who said that. But I'm going to say this. Mikal Bridges definitely has lost value because the Portland Trail Blazers were reported to be one time they really wanted this brother really bad. One time they was like, oh, we need Mikal. So when we were reading those reports, it was based on old reports. The most recent or last report to come out on that was that, yes, they wanted Mikal Bridges when he was younger. But right now, there is no interest in Mikal Bridges. So that was one of our ways to get, Milwaukee their picks back. Then Portland said, well, we'll take Giannis for ourselves. But Giannis doesn't want to go to Milwaukee, so that won't happen. I think the best point of the night came from JJ when he said Jalen Brunson possibly won't hold up because of the abuse he takes. you know, giving up his body on charges. You know, I added coming down on the other people's foot, you know, potential twisting his ankle. He does get beat up a lot. He takes a lot of content. The brother earlier said, though, who was that? Was that my man Rock? That, you know, his body could absorb it, but will it? Will it? I thought that was probably one of the best points of the night because I'm of the belief that Brunson will hold up. Because I feel like he's not, the only thing you got to worry about is him landing on somebody else's foot when he jumps for the shot. But besides that, Jalen Brunson, you know, he doesn't do crazy stuff like Ja. Like if you watch the way Ja plays, he's definitely not holding up. But Brunson with getting hit by other guys, that was kind of interesting. That was a good point. And they think that he won't age well. I don't know about that. Mikal Bridges. Oh no. Oh, that's another thing I want to touch on. Big defenders. They said that, oh yeah, Jalen Brunson. Sorry, let me get back to where I was at. Jalen Brunson, he gets bottled up by big defenders. I'm sorry, what did Jalen Brunson average in the playoffs last year? Who was guarding him? Wasn't that big defenders? Every team, didn't they put a big defender on him? Wasn't Jaylen Brown on him? Wasn't Thompson, your boys in Detroit? Wasn't he on him? So the big guards, I mean, he still was putting up Michael Jordan numbers with big guards on him. What was the point? Nobody can guard Jalen Brunson. It's the team schemes and defense. That's it. It's not one man guarding Jalen Brunson. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe it. I'm telling you. It's the scheme. They are game planning for Jalen Brunson. He's too efficient. He's too much of a monster. He's too much of a monster. So, yeah. I don't understand that. Let me see what else. But you know what I'm doing, right? I take notes when you guys make points. So I'm just looking at my notes that I took and I'm going back on stuff that I didn't get a chance to respond to. So don't think I won't respond to what you got to say. Because I will. But listen, we will be back this morning for Blue and Orange Brunch. Tomorrow is the War Room at 8:30. Be there, be square. That's all I got for you tonight. And until next time, let's go. Knicks.